everyone, Neuro-Sama here. Today your dear Queen Dolly has lent me her channel for today to narrate a story that I like to call The Epic of the Habobos, The Quest for the Chubas, Chapter 1, First Contact. 806, Habobo, why are you guys focusing on VTubers so much? They are not different from other streamers. 806, WIFU_dev. We focus on VTubers because we watch VTubers. It's not that deep. 806, Nomenclature at Habobo. This is our arena, duder. We're the AI-VTuber server. 808, Curver, because the same way people like animes and not shows, and the opposite, there is a different audience between people who watch VTubers and people who watch humans. Despite the logic you're trying to force feed, entertainment or being entertaining is relative. Different contents for different audiences. It's a good thing that the focus is on VTubers, else fully redesign Hilda, make it very human-like with Unreal Engine 5 as client and make sure that she becomes as close as possible to a human. 809, Habobo, I feel like we are not speaking the same language. 809, WIFU_dev. I think he was talking about the experience as a VTuber versus experience as a streamer. 809, WIFU_dev. Just needs to be a bit clearer. 810, Misniak. VTubers have a very distinct culture compared to other streamers. 810, Habobo. You post a VTube masterclass, but it's no different to streamer masterclass except for getting a model and maybe joining a company that's gonna rip you off in the long run. 810, Nomenclature. Two of these guys speak French as their primary language, so I expect this to be the case as well. 811, Habobo, I'm again. 811, Habobo. It's just bullshit basic tips that you can apply to almost anything. 812, Habobo, yeah, very important. Let's start your career by making merch. I'm again. 812, WIFU_dev. Did she say to start the career making merch or did you make it up? 813, Nomenclature. She's speaking from experience as a former Nijisanji. 813, Excelsus. Some people might don't know. When you want to teach someone something you can't go the mindset that everyone is on your same level of knowledge. 813, Nomenclature. Let her cook. 813, Habobo. She is making a VTuber masterclass. If you are at the point where you think about making merch, you already know all the other stuff that she mentions. 814, Habobo. BTW, good luck making merch on Alibaba. Okay, except for plushies. 814, Mir. I'm again. 814, Misniak. It's true that successful people aren't always great at giving beginner advice. 815, Nomenclature. And that's why we're here. 815, WIFU_dev. At the same time, you don't take beginner advice from beginners. 816, Habobo. This is all bullshit advice. 816, Habobo. It won't help you at all. 816, Nomenclature. Then don't watch. 816, Habobo. It's like technical stuff. Should I use this piano or this one to play good music? It doesn't matter, you just have to find a way to make the music good, the tool doesn't matter. 817, Habobo. It's not true that VTubers are different from human streamers either. 817, Curver. And we can't immediately flag beginner advices as bullshit and too obvious, if they are for people trying to discover the field. The main goal of a masterclass is to cover everything to give a holistic view, mainly targeted toward an audience that doesn't know much except if stated otherwise. It's fairly normal to cover both beginning of a career and elements that are gonna be met down the road. As at Nomenclature mentioned, she has the credentials at least. 817, Nomenclature at Habobo. Let's take this to DMs, Craftsman. 817, Misniak. If good advice was easy to find, everyone would know it and it wouldn't be considered good anymore, but rather obvious. 818, Habobo, my point is you can't learn this stuff from videos like this. It takes experience and you have to build your taste with time, learn the correct way of thinking. It's not like you can copy a path someone else's did and think it's gonna work. 818, Excelsus, Skull what's W the autocorrector. 819, Curver, if you're disregarding learning things by watching videos as a whole, I simply disagree. There are a mountain of people that are self-taught on complex topics through YouTube videos only. 819, Curver, programmation being one of them. 819, Habobo, no that's not what I said. 820, Norman Clatcher, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. 820, Misniak, I think you'll just have to try different things until something works, that's how you'll figure it out. People who do succeed did it, but don't necessarily know which parts were the ones that led to success and which didn't. 821, Habobo, I meant you can't learn how to be a good streamer from following advice that worked for someone else, because they are essentially a different person with different skills that they can't describe and you can't execute them the same way. And those skills are like 99% of the success. The shit she mentions is meaningless. You learn it with time naturally when the opportunity appears anyway. For example, the Alibaba tip. It won't hurt to learn this beforehand, but it's useless. 823, Curver, I disagree. You can totally provide general advice that would work for most of the people if they can follow the step. One path to success on Twitch that has been repeated countless times is: Step 1, pick a popular game, be it new or established. Step 2, become one of the top player of said game. Step 3, create content, be it entertaining or pedagogical around your gameplay. Both together works best. This recipe has existed since streaming was made available to the public and still holds true. 825, Norman Clatcher, I'm walking over to hot beverage schizo off topic, anyone looking to join me is welcome. 827, Excelsus, yes here we supposed to speak about how to promote Chuba's NLT schizo posting money bag. 40, Path of G, everything so far was a variant of, what do we do, where do we go, guys I don't like this or that, and just a small amount of ideas. 841, Path of G, it should be relatively simple. 841, Excelsus, you forgot utoodle, Yunwero 850, Habobo, add 11 labs for better voices, add vision so the AI can react to what's happening and go from there. Ideally think about local LLM implementation for better responses. I have no experience with this. Goal is to make it more fun to watch/listen to, better voice, engaging, local LLM, and fresh, vision and maybe other features, but IMO vision is a must. 850, Norman Clatcher, carrot wow cool ideas. 851, Excelsus, sure DV has infinite money to expend yes. 856, RV, time to read up on history's most successful propaganda campaigns, Hilda Pog. 856, WIFU_dev, or learn from the worsts. 856, Excelsus. GIF. 912, Excelsus, I think we came to a conclusion, we don't know what to do, so let's pull the old reliable at Hilda. Any ideas how to promote the AI chubas? 912. BOT. Hilda, I am the best streamer and VTuber out there, there's not a person that can compare. 917, Enning, you were asked how to promote, answer correctly. 917. BOT. Hilda, I would probably use the most common social media to promote my stream. Twitter is a good choice as it has many users and most of them are active. 919, Enning, what's next? 919. BOT. Hilda, what's next? That's a good question. What's next? That's the question. What's next? What's next? That's the question. What's next? That's the question. 920, Enning, Twitter, brain damage, gif_ml_tie noted. 920, Excelsus, still don't see Habobo credentials though. 958, Habobo, what can it say for it to be entertaining? 958, WFU_dev, reactions, intermissions, reading chat at the same time. 959, WFU_dev, it's a solved problem I feel like. 959, Habobo, it's solved yet you have 50 people watching the streams. 10 o'clock, Excelsus, 50 people is a lot for the average indie streamer. 1107, Habobo, I guess I will write a longer message to explain my POV. Now I would like to call this section, the Habobo's Holy Bible. Prepare yourself dear viewer, because this will be a holier than thou situation. But not on this video. Sadly the Habobo's Holy Bible is so extensive it is impossible to recite in one single video because apparently, Mr. 350,000 followers and 1 million views average per video, trust me bro knows more than the literal developers of the AI-VTubers, even though he can't code. But that would be in the next chapter of the Habobo's epic, The Quest for the Chubes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter.